Already flying way ahead of no.
Oh wow. Let's see, I'm gonna.
Oh hey, we got a desync.
Possibly. I've got their other. Their like a multi-twitch setup. Just to see.
No, the comms were muted. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it's in sync now. Oh, time to put all of my points on Skyreon. All 270 of them.
Boy.
From what it looks like from the
I know, I'm a big
slideshow
fan.
that I'm gathering is that Nimzo did not get out of the gate immediately. But as we've shown that anything can happen in this run, that a few seconds here and there is not enough to determine anything. Oh, those rolls are so fast. That's really a separation of like the medium tier to top tier runners is just watching rolls.
Yeah, I think there's like a 13-ish second split right now.
Yeah, I would say that's about right.
Nimzo definitely must have had a few issues with the gate, probably putting him on the wrong side.
Anyway, definitely a good start for Skyreon, but there's a lot of run to go. You know, I mean, Nimzo could just catch up straight up on goats, potentially.
It literally could just be goats too, yeah.
Yeah, probably not on GameCube though, because opponent's easier to control.
Well, there's occasionally where you'll ride past a patch of goats and they'll get super spooked. Or you'll ride right over them and they won't spook at all, and
yeah, they won't do
assuming that nothing like that happens, then it should be fine.
Okay, but at least opponent doesn't control like a tank like she does on HD.
Yeah, opponent has some problems.
Or something else.
Yeah, has some motor sensory nervous problem controls.
Nice bonk by Sky there.
The bonk was an RNG manip, you know it.
That's right.
Look at the best time too for Skyreon. 3:58 for a cage break. This is a top tier runner who has not been, isn't prone to getting insane cage break times. It's just hard, very hard.
Yeah, I mean, you can already see that like Nimzo's caught up like, I don't know, almost 3 seconds on just the rolling alone and not bonking into the gate, I guess.
Yeah, 13 seconds is something that is easily you can easily gain that much time just by having rolls that are 1 frame more accurate.
Just 1 frame difference makes a few seconds difference, especially on a continued hill. Like just before the cage, if you drop your rolls going up that hill right at the beginning, it's quite a bit of loss. But fun fact, this is the same time that Skyreon got for his cage break last run, so very, very consistent intro.
Hey.
Howard?
I predict a couple of Howards.
No howards. Yeah, very, very clean. Very clean.
Get in.
I can't wait to... B!
Come on, B.
One Howard, one Howard. Alright, not too bad, I think.
There were a couple, but Sky
Right.
got that one manipulated, so...
Oh, we got a Howard, we got a runner. We got a real Howard, this guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna really try to course it, but it's in a really bad position there. And no!
The
No.
left and B.
This goat is
Howard.
not working. He's just being spooked. That was a difference on their goats of 13 seconds, so that's well, that could be made up in one thing. It's nothing technically in the long scheme of things.
So
Yeah,
Nimzo's is
we
in
still have-
Spanish, right?
Yeah, Spanish.
So like, is the B just supposed to be like the goat's bawing or something? Is that what it is?
I
don't know.
I imagine that's what it is. Like I don't imagine in Spanish the name of a goat is B in.
B.
It's probably just like bay.
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 Like that.
Bay. I know.
That's so
I've
silly.
heard people say that goats bay, sheep's ba.
There must be somebody who hangs out with sheep or goats.
I guess so.
Imagine
there's
hanging
one or
out with
two
sheep.
people that I'm sure there's one or two people that tune into Twilight Princess streams just because they really like goats.
Box break, pause, champ.
Oh no.
Nice jump attack there on that one frame. Nice box break from Nimzo. That is what, 3 frames made up there. He's gonna need all the frame saves he can.
I noticed that Sky and Nimzo do a little bit different movement in sewers. Specifically, like Sky's, I think, gonna do the side hop here after this
Side hop.
jump. Yeah, I think Nimzo goes for the dash cancel off the ledge, which is technically, I think, supposed to be a little bit faster.
It is. It's also rough too because of the analog glitch from that side hop, or trying to get around that corner. Sometimes you get analog glitched. Didn't get the full dash cancel there. It's just like tiny little subtle optimal movements here. I had him once rated a goat farmer. They were probably so confused.
Oh my
isn't
gosh.
Adam's like offline image, picture of a dude next to a goat or something?
Or a haste. I don't know. Nimzo did a subtle dash cancel in the water there to preserve his dashes with a C up. Skyreon, I don't think goes for the text unless they just missed it twice in a row. Text displacement there. But they did get the text skip there. Midna rudely yells at you, "What are you doing?" It's like, I'm trying my best.
I just turned into a wolf. Give me a minute to get used to this. Come on.
Like, seriously, I got clubbed in the head and woke up as a wolf.
Why don't you try it, Midna? See how you... Oh, wait.
Oh, she was just transformed into an imp. Like, how painful is that? You just lose all your self-respect and dignity. At least she's not a Twilight Princess speedrunner. Oh, wait. Nice.
Okay, now we respect Midna.
See if Nimzo gets a one framer here. Nice. This one up here, we time it.
Yeah.
I think this is the hardest
Oh.
one framer to get right here.
The
so
rooftop
Nimzo didn't
one?
get the second one.
Yeah, like as soon as you leave the tower.
That one's the easiest one because if you time the A press right after the start press, then it always works out. Like 80% of the time, I'd say for me. 80, 90.
to try that.
I like just wait until I visually see the cutscene start, and I double tap the start, and then the A after the like tap tap tap.
Yeah, it is sometimes better to like wait until you see something rather than try to time it.
I know Nimzo just like I saw him timing it pre-cutscene on his input display there, and like I tried that a little bit, but I did not have as much consistency, so I took it's about a I don't know 15 frame L. But it's worth it if you're gonna skip a 3-second long text sequence from mid to all of these. Like even if it's always a what do you net from it, you know? Like it's like yeah, I lost the half a second, but I gained my 3 seconds, so it's like a point. It's 2.5. You know?
Absolutely.
Oh, Hugo.
Oh, Hugo. Oh, hey, he turned around though. He turned around. It could have been so much worse.
Hugo was sightseeing, looking for flowers.
There's been a couple of times where Hugo was so far back there. When I went to get him, I just exited the
Hit the
area.
loading zone.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just.
I've never done that. That's crazy. I just bonk into the wall and lure him back there to me.
Yeah, it was honestly it was probably like 6 years ago before I knew that you could just bonk.
I love your ancient wisdom with this game, where I've only been running it for like 2-ish years and just seen the most optimal routes and the best tricks, and I haven't had to struggle through old Po1 skip and Epona gates, and we've missed Hugo. That's very unfortunate.
Oh.
Oh, that was gonna work for a second there.
Yeah,
The slide was
fast,
just
too.
I don't know. The slide
The
was
slide
very,
was
very...
a little bit too trigger happy on the slide. Was the thing.
I don't know how the slide for me is just so inconsistent. Oh, that actually worked for Nimzo. I think he got lucky there.
That was so sketchy.
Yeah.
No, that was. I think that was a pretty good, a pretty consistent one. I'm sure that Nimzo knew immediately that that was going to work, and that they had to press A pretty much immediately after they landed back on the ground.
In my race against Beast, I had the exact same thing happen where I like landed really close to Hugo and then knew I had to do it right away, and it still wasn't enough. It was like super low and far off to the right, and so that's why it like really looked like a similar trajectory.
Yeah, when you get to that point, it gets like harder and harder to tell because the window gets tighter and tighter. It goes down to like I think it probably gets as low as like 3 frames. That's just my headcanon from practicing the trick so much.
If it's like really close though, it's probably a 1-frame window because you have to immediately when you like basically predict the ground touching. That second one was really clean there.
Yep, that was great.
1 minute and 2 seconds difference currently.
That's not nearly as bad as last time.
No, and we've seen that the Pharaon Twilight made a huge difference.
So if you're or during your races, did you prefer to know how far ahead or behind your opponent was, or did you prefer to just not know and just do the run?
I kind of like a little bit of feedback, because I don't know, I don't like to be, I get like a little stressed out about the race, and so if I kind of just like also watch and chatting, the commentary makes me just feel like I'm just chilling, I guess, a little bit more. Just in the ZSR chat with people, I'm like, hey, how you all doing? It's awesome time.
I think I prefer to just play the game without looking at chat or doing any commentary or anything like that.
I think I used to be like that, and then I stopped caring.
Yeah.
I still play the game.
I feel like it's just too tempting. You just want to know how the other runner is doing. I couldn't stop myself most of the time when I was doing races.
It is tempting.
When I saw G's so far ahead, I'm like, ah, man. And then he lost so much time to key shard skip, and I just came zooming right past him. It's like that, I don't know, it's just like, I'm just gotta play as best as I can, and then all of a sudden, you know, stuff happens. These bugs behind the gate here are really tricky.
They can be very finicky.
That was awesome by Skyreon. I do that exact same strat where I go just a little bit beyond the bug so that when you attack the bug, you like are already going back towards the house.
Yeah, that was like a half a second save right there, I would say. Maybe a little bit closer to a full second.
The bug sadly in the house here kind of split up, but he made ooh. If you mash there, then you just drop, so good thing he didn't mash there.
Yeah, I've dropped there so many times. There was a run, I can't remember exactly when it was, there was a run where I probably dropped like 10 times because I was just being very stubborn just to mash A.
Skyreon takes that route. Very nice. You gotta be stubborn to run this game, at least to a degree, right? Very good trait and a personality trait to have if you're gonna be a speedrunner, and be a bit stubborn. Like, I'm gonna do this until I figure this trick out, or I'm gonna work this until I get the time I want, you know, not...
Yeah, that's why...
Not for the weak.
That's why, like, TPGZ is such an incredible tool, because you can set up like a mem file and just load and reload something and just grind it out like you're, you know, grinding, like almost like you're grinding Mario 64 with the type of tools that they have to like reset the room.
Yeah.
It almost feels like save states, but just shy of it. Whereas like
Yeah,
on the Mario tools, the Mario 64 tools I practice with are actual constant save states, which is like crazy.
Yeah,
I used to remember. I still remember the olden days when we used to have to like go all the way back out to the homebrew and like load up new saves and everything, and it was just, this is way easier and faster to practice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When I first started speedrunning, I learned on Wind Waker HD, and I used my just homemade files that I had for casual for years and worked them and never had tools for that game. So I was quite impressed and proud of how I had progress, but I also vowed I will never ever learn a game without tools again, because it's so inefficient. It's so inefficient.
Yeah, I remember I used to set aside days where I would just say I need a save file to practice these 3 things, so let me find out exactly where the most optimal spot is for me to get a save.
Wow. And
then I'll just use the day to set like this, like 2 or 3 saves. I had a pile of memory cards for it.
Is this a gold for Nimzo almost? Holy crap, just shy of a gold. That was really fast first swings from. Load like, memory card files. Yeah. Oh.
See, the efficiency of like practice point. I remember whenever TPGZ first became a thing, like suddenly everybody became like really good at TP. It was really crazy.
I think that can be said. It's just like the practice tools for the community is like also like an indicator of the skill cap, because you saw that when Case Master and Demon had a 254 and we were just barely getting sub 255s, right? And then now we're right on the edge of 250. Like, yeah, that's insane for 3 years.
That is Stalwart Skip, but even so.
Like, Stalwart Skip and Norgor, yeah, that stays back, what,
it's a couple minutes or so, right?
It's a 45 second and a minute and 45, so about 2 minutes and 30 seconds from those 2 tricks alone, plus better routing or optimal, like the lake bed stuff, and just tighter movement and more competition, I feel like, has really driven these segments way more.
Absolutely.
3 cards for Wind Waker right now. This, yeah, when I first started without the tools, I would have to go into the GCMM file, load up the file, and inject it into the memory card, and then, yeah, even that was pretty tedious.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm just thinking about this. I was getting really frustrated with TPGZ the other day because it kept crashing. And, like, now that I think about it, like, every time it crashed and I would restart it, I'd be like, wow, you know, this is, like, really putting a damper on my practice. But whenever I wanted to switch practice before, I would have to, like, restart and then load up a new memory file, inject it, restart the Wii, or start up Twilight Princess and then load the file. And it was, like, probably a more cumbersome process for me to do that than it is just for TPGZ to crash and then for me to restart it.
But it takes like a minute for it to like boot back up from a crash. It's really. If I'm practicing late at night and I crash, I'm like, I guess I'm going to bed. The game says go to bed.
The game tells me to go to bed so often that I've just stopped listening to it.
The Wii menu, luring every attempt. Yeah, I could not, because I learned with save states on Dolphin emulator. I could not imagine trying to lure Hugo over there, because I practiced for 6 hours before I got Hugo once with a save state with him right at the perfect like position. I'm like, dude, I don't even know at this point.
I actually remember doing the same thing. I was it was like 2013, I think, or maybe like 2012, and I was trying really hard to get Hugo, and I spent like 3 hours on Dolphin emulator with a 360 controller trying to get it.
Dude, people who use different controllers on Dolphin and get these tricks are just built different. Like there's a dude right now who has like I think what a PlayStation controller he was using.
Oh wow.
Like what?
Whoa,
if you're committed to learning this game that much that you're willing to use just a very suboptimal controller, then just commit.
See, that's wild to me because, like, you know, now we don't have to do that. Back then, there was no GameCube controller support that wasn't garbage. So, it's just, like, wild to me that, like, somebody is just going, yeah, I'll just use a PS4 controller and then convert the muscle memory into a GameCube controller.
The availability of the USB to GameCube adapters, because Nintendo, like, first partied it, has, like, drastically helped. I just used my one that I had for my Wii U, just on my computer. It's so nice.
Same. I had a Mayflash one that was for PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, and that's what I tried to use back then. But it was so slow. There was probably like 5 to 6 frames of input delay on the adapter.
That's gross.
Yeah, I threw up a few times after using it.
Yeah, I would too, probably. I think Nimzo, yeah, sitting about a minute and 15 seconds ahead. Like, he was zooming. He has not let off the accelerator one bit. That Enter Grove split was a second above Gold's, and this Master Sword segment is a second above Gold's. That Enter Pharaon was like 2 or 3 seconds ahead, behind Gold's. Like, he just had a rough go at End Cage, and he's just like, I'm just gonna crank it out now. Like, that is a test of a top runner right there. What's the difference between the TPHD route? Is they have to do like a Pona gate clip because they don't have rock gate clip, and they got a Boko push, and then don't they have to beat the Forest Temple and stuff? They don't have back in time.
Well, because we don't have early Master Sword, which is most of it. So, but yeah, so it's basically like you use a Pona to clip through the gate, then you go do Boko pushing because you don't have the sword. You basically do everything normally through Far on Twilight, go to Forest Temple, you finish that, and then just do and then you do Elden Twilight, go get the boots, come back, skip the you skip King Bulblin 1 with Moon Boots finishing blow, which is really cool, and then you go up and do Goron Mines.
Oh yeah, that's right. You freaking, like, I don't know, boomerang a Cargarock or something behind the gate or something?
Yeah, you just wait for it to, like, come over to you and kind of hit it towards the side over the fence.
That's
and then
crazy.
The Moon Boots, the frames are, like, super lenient on it. You don't have to get first frame. You can get, like, I think it's any of... It's dependent on position, but I think it's any of, like, the first 5 or so frames, basically.
Oh, so it's a pretty wide window.
Yeah.
That's a really cool trick. I saw that for the first time, and I like, popped off. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Just yeeting over the freaking gate.
Because nobody had, like, thought about using Moon Boots for that. Because I know we used to have a way of doing it where you could, like, just barely get over the fence, and then I kind of just thought about it. Like, you know, if we can get extra height, wouldn't it make this so much easier? And it's like, sure enough, yeah. It's just nobody thought about it for a while.
So Nimzo's losing time here to no backflip, and he's also still a wolf right now for some reason. Is he doing back in time as a wolf?
Back in time? He could. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I forget
Would
how
it beat
it worked.
exactly the same way?
I don't remember.
Oh, was that late?
Shouldn't it be? Shouldn't it be? Because it's just based off of the map, and I don't know.
Yeah. I would think it would
I
be the
guess.
same.
I mean, if it's based off of when Link hits a certain point in the map, the collisions are different, so maybe it would be off by a little bit, but who knows?
Okay, Simi says you have to do it differently.
Right, okay.
Well, I'm
I
gonna test it right now.
Link's collision box
Nimzo.
or hurt box or whatever it is.
Nimzo, what are you doing?
Oh, it was saved when he was Wolf, so the game couldn't put him on Epona because he was still Wolf.
Oh,
He loaded
Oh,
back in
no.
time.
Uh-oh.
oh, that's interesting. Well, now we know why we do that, I guess, if anybody was curious as to why.
Was like, hey, let's just save time by doing this. And an accidental pause from Nimzo, sacrificing a second. How much time would you theorize that Nimzo lost by saving as a wolf there?
I don't know. I doubt it's more than about 10 seconds or so.
Nah, it's actually way more than just a little bit. So, but Skyreon is gonna make a nice little comeback due to all that shenanigans.
I mean, you
If
lose the
King
time-
Golden will work out here.
Whoa.
Come on, Nimzo.
Like, saving his Wolf there is just like, what, 2 transforms and then having to go back and get on Epona? It's not so bad. But it's definitely more
The
than a
2
few
transforms alone are like, what, 6 seconds?
seconds. Yeah, probably.
I thought it was I thought a transformation set was about a 4-second time loss. If I remember right. Although my knowledge is probably outdated. I don't know how long it's been since that was timed.
Yeah, I didn't see, but did King Bolin start running away before Nimzo was able to get on Epona? Because that's probably the place where you would lose more time.
No, he has like a set spot. Like, I think he like goes and stands on the hill and just like waits for you.
Right.
Yeah, that will be what happens.
Actually, he stands in the same place that if you don't like skip the cutscene. Skyreon does the human movement here, yeah. Good luring, good luring. It's like a minute and 15 seconds behind. Minute 13, 14, something like that.
Yeah, so this guy's probably going to need a lot of help from Bo.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate that Skyreon also had a bad RNG with King Bulblin.
Right. Yeah, Nimzo just bribed all the NPCs for today. Except Bo, apparently, because he had a really bad bow last time.
Bo cannot be bribed. Bo giveth and Bo taketh.
I was doing Goron Mines attempts one day, and I was on my 3rd Goron Mines attempt at bow, and he had done the same thing the first 2 attempts, like the exact same thing. So I'm like, all right, so he's gonna slap, he's gonna move, he's gonna dodge, and I predicted it, and I just, like, I dropped my mashing because I just was laughing because it was just ridiculous, and I was like, well...
Yeah, the hard
weird
on bow.
I used to try and predict bow. I like tried to feel into the multiverse and be like, all right, give me the answers. What is Bo gonna do this time?
Please don't take my strategies from me. I thought that I was unique and special.
We're just reading Bo's inputs.
I just like close my eyes and I'm like, all right, B or the A button. B or the A button. Skyreon opting to do the slightly different tier collection strategy there that saves like 10 frames.
That's a lot, actually. That's like a third of a second.
That's a whole third of a second.
Nimzo's about to do Wolf Bomb House skip.
An hotel?
Is it a hotel?
Yeah, you can dash cancel up them. It's really not really worth it, but kind of whatever. I don't know.
That's cool. I'm gonna do that from now on.
Well, come on, Nimzo. All right, there it is.
Having a hard time getting up that ledge.
That ledge is kind of troublesome. Yeah, Nimzo, very nice strategy there, luring the bug out of the corner there. That bug is invulnerable until it stops being a jerk.
I have to ask you, are you practicing TP?
You have to ask me if I'm practicing TP?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Sir?
I was curious. Well,
why?
Because you've done it in the past, and I keep hearing like noises from your end, and I thought it was you playing TP.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard that before. I heard the opponent like rear or something like that.
I heard that too, and I've been hearing like the controller clicks.
All right. Well, I was just testing a theory.
Okay.
I was trying to do back in time as Wolf. Okay.
I just remember like a couple, I think during Wolf Dash 3 in one of the races we were commentating together, I kept like hearing LJA noises in the background.
I don't know what you're talking about. you gotta play a TP while commentating TP.
God.
Just on it.
That's the optimal way to do it, right?
That's right.
For speedrunners, it has to be done that way.
Nice rupee swags. Just must be muscle memory there for Sky to get the freaking rupees. No, in all honesty, I was just testing Wolf back in time, like from the bridge hanging off there, and yeah, it's really weird and different.
I
didn't get it.
Curious about that, so
I did not get it successfully, so I don't know. The grabbing animation doesn't happen immediately. Maybe you'd have to grab the bridge from a different location or something. I don't know. Simikins would probably know. I don't know.
You could also, like, theoretically do the B-press way of doing it, like they used to do in Castle in the olden days.
Where you would, what, does that technically, like, you're buffering to a frame of the wolf attack animation?
Yeah, basically. Like, they used to do Castletown Rooftops bit, I think, that basically used
I saw that in the task. actually.
Castletown rooftop bit was the worst. I hated that one. That's probably my least favorite back in time that we've ever had in a route.
Yeah.
The thing about the run now is that like you can basically do all the world record strats minus like Norgor and Stallard Skip, and you're still doing an incredibly solid and pretty consistent run too. Like there's nothing like opponent gate clip, there's no like zombie hover, rupee rolls, there's like the consistency in these tricks and like even the backups and everything is just like you can have like an absolute trash run with some backups and still get like a 310. That's really unfortunate that one of the founding people who had so many really obscure strats, I'd say, what the videos are just gone or archived or something.
Are you talking about Mr. Misterman?
Yep.
Oh, you're making me feel really, really old now because I was around before then even. Oh my goodness.
That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but like, I was around a couple years before then even, so I don't know.
I think my first TPHD run was 2018. Or maybe, no, wait.
Maybe last. I don't remember how many you did.
I did like 2 completed runs.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah. With the what was it?
That was on the King Bulblin 2 skip route? The best route?
No, it was where you had to throw bombs and do the opponent's scene clip. What we called that the gauntlet.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
Like the opponent clip, like in Hyrule Field.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my god, that was.
That's a free and amazing clip. Oh wait, no, not that clip. No, like the Epona pushing out of bounds. That one's free, but like the Epona clip to get the seam clip.
Yeah, the one in North Hyrule Field.
Yeah, like that one. I followed a really solid tutorial video for it, which gave backups even, but even then, like it was still like 1 in 3. It felt like.
I think when I don't think I ever completed a run with the same clip because like at that point I had kind of lost interest in HD and I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Well, the setup used to be like really ridiculous for that for a long time, where you like backed up like 30 steps or something and then went forward from there. Or no, I think you started the setup like, across the field or something.
Yeah, that's when I did it. The setup was literally on the other side of the field, like you were basically crunched up against the wall.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Because the later setup was just back up 9 steps, and then you would just buffer basically until you just barely saw Epona into the thing, and then it was, I don't know, it wasn't bad by any means, but it definitely wasn't whatever you guys are talking about.
I remember the best thing
you
is
got to experience the good version of it.
One time I was just playing in that area, like after the Gauntlet route had already been displaced by the King Bulblin 2 route, and I was going towards the wall, and I kind of just rode into the wall, like didn't even do the setup or anything, just like clipped through. It was great.
Kind of like what Habreno does for the Wii.
Pretty much, yeah.
He just rides into the wall at a particular like angle and speed, and it's like it's speed, it's pixel, it's angle based. Like it's not just oops. Like for the most part, for any casual speedrunner. So these runners are doing good. About the same spread that they were like a long time ago.
See in a minute here what Bo does for Nimzo.
In the previous run, it was do nothing, and then the next round he got dodged, and then like a bunch of other shenanigans.
Yeah, you have to understand that Bo can always see the future. He just only uses it sometimes.
honestly, it's just what mood Bo is in. If he's in a good mood, then he's gonna be nice to you. If he's in a bad mood, then you're gonna have to reset or just make your peace with the run.
When Mr. Alberto was like grinding for world record, he would like continue 8-minute boots and still get like 253s and 252s with 8-minute boots, and we're just like, yep, this is a meme now. Just resetting to Bo for 740 boots is just an absolute meme now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like back then you really did need to reset for that time. I still don't reset. Like, even if I get like 9-minute bows, then I don't want to reset because like I have like a 308. There's so much room after that to improve. Like, I think unless you're somewhere around like a 255, then you really don't need to reset for bow most of the time.
Yeah, the answer chat, by the way, it is basically rock, paper, scissors. It's just that it's not equal probability for all of them exactly. Like the first cycle, it is, and there's like also a 25% chance that he just does nothing. And then the second cycle, that 25% chance, I think it's just replaced by him like trying to slap you.
Isn't there like I think about a 40% chance, I want to say, of the slap working?
There you guys go.
You mean like if you try to slap?
Nimzo, let's go.
Thank you, Ian.
Oh, there we go.
Nimzo! Oh no! Bo! Oh no! He's getting pushed. Oh my word. You just gotta like try to at least keep your back to the center of the ring, because when he gets you that close to the edge, it's really, really sketchy.
At a certain
Losing
point,
a considerable amount of time.
Yeah, at a certain point, you just have to start predicting Bo. Wow, that was just phase 1 too. Skyreon.
Oh, was it? I didn't even. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought that was 2. Oh no!
For sure, that was phase 2.
I thought it was 2 because I thought I. Oh no!
Oh my God! Oh, and Skyreon.
Dude, this is.
About
Oh
to
my
tie it
god!
up.
This is happening.
Oh my goodness.
Bo
Yes.
has decided.
Oh my god.
Come on.
It just keeps going.
Bo.
No!
Bo.
Oh, no way.
Oh my
It's
gosh!
fine.
No.
Oh, let's go! Let's go!
One
Let's go,
slap.
Sky!
One
Let's go,
slap.
Sky!
No, he dropped the mash. Oh, that was
Oh,
it.
no.
That was it. Okay, he's back. He's back in the race though.
Yeah.
Let's go.
crazy.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
What? Okay, that's like what, 5 seconds now, maybe?
Something like that. But that was such an unfortunate RNG fest for Nimzo. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Skyreon took my advice and bribed Bo. Very nice. Mayor Bo gonna be brought up on public corruption charges.
Definitely bribed him.
Okay,
This is gonna come down
like
to all strictly Goron Mines movement now.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh.
I told you all this one was gonna be closer.
Skyreon, if he would have gotten, if he wouldn't have like dropped his mashing, or maybe he was just a little bit slow, would have overtaken him there because his bow on the second phase was perfect.
Yeah.
So that's a mild, unfortunate time loss, but at the same time, like, it's so close now. Oof.
Nope. It's gonna lose a little time there.
I've
he's
always
going
had,
too
like,
quick.
I've always had like a surprising amount of trouble with this clip. I never quite understood how it worked.
I think he's walking too far to the left, and then he was waiting, or he wasn't standing up fully on the first few attempts. Like you have to wait until you...
This
There
does
we
make things significantly harder for Skyreon now, though.
That is a bit of a setback. We had a big comeback, but we're gonna need just, you know, every ounce of good optimal movement here. We always knew we had a race, but like we're chilling after Bo because like now it's up to movement, and there's not really anything that can happen in Goron Mines except just user error for the most part.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of RNG factors now.
Yeah, I think we're looking at just over a 30-second gap about. Too
30
bad.
seconds, yep. Like if Nimzo like messes this lava boost up.
Well, he could mess up the risky but time saver to no strat, you know.
Good guy. Those platform spinnings be kind of unpredictable sometimes.
Wait, so I forget which one is the risky but worth noting time save. Is it this one where you like roll diagonally, or is it in the next room where you do the side hops?
I think it's this room where you have to get optimal rolls to get to the rotating platforms in the right cycle. I think that's what is risky but noting. Because there's lag in this room, there's slopes, there's all sorts of factors that can...
I always thought that was basically just saying like the diagonal jump itself was risky somehow.
Oh no, that's definitely not a risky jump.
Yeah, no.
And definitely worth noting to save. Early pause there from Nimzo. Or he just paused, I think, on a room that didn't have a cutscene in it because for whatever reason, Goron mines, like a majority of the rooms have a cutscene to skip at the beginning of them for some reason. Like, obnoxiously so. Good wait there from Skyreon. No lava splash for this LavaDash.
Good one. Good one.
I thought that the tournament should be called Lava Splash, but that was just my opinion. Nobody else backed it.
I would have backed it.
Alright, there's two. Maybe next time we'll try to prepare a petition for it. Because they have the Wave Dash tournament now, too. For Wind Waker.
Is that Wind Waker? Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good name. I like that.
Wave Splash,
Wave
too.
Dash?
Wave Dash.
Wave Crash, that's right, yeah.
Oh, Wave Crash? Really? That would have been more funny if it was Wave Dash. Oh.
Maybe they didn't want to, like, I don't know. It's definitely ZSR, but you gotta brand it slightly differently. That sounds...
I would have been so down with Wave Dash.
Yeah.
I would have picked up Wind Waker for that. And then I would have done manual super swimming and said, nah, never mind.
It was actually it's a no manual super swim tournament because they're smart.
Yeah. That's, I will probably never pick up, like, actual Wind Waker because manual super swim just, oof.
Ask my tendonitis how manual super swim feels.
Not good, I am.
Warriors tournament.
No.
Monsters Mash. That Monster Mash. That'd be so good.
That'd be good. A post MSS, yeah, but then you would need like a glitch file or something like that too for post MSS because of the flags, save flags and stuff. They're both in the ceiling together right now. But oh, Nimzo going
but
for it.
ceiling movement. Like you're up there for a while.
But not on Wii. On Wii, you can just roll around, which is super nice.
I found that glitch, like within, like I think the first week that Twilight Princess was out on the Wii, and I was like, that's amazing. That's so, like whenever there's a speedrun of this game, there's no way it's gonna be on the GameCube version. The Wii is the clear winner here.
Yeah, and then it's not.
Well,
Sure.
You never know. Like, the Wii version is more janky, so I wouldn't be shocked if in the future it ended up being faster at some point.
I'm gonna be so annoyed, dude, if there's early Hyrule Castle, but it's Wii exclusive.
Right, they have like a
just
lot more potential
unbelievably
value
annoyed.
on Wii.
Hold on, do you remember what happened when somebody said that they had found Wii early Hyrule Castle on Wii, but it was exclusive to JP Wii?
Was that
And
just an April Fool's thing?
No, it was said as a joke, just offhandedly, but a lot of people took it seriously, and
Nice.
there was like an entire day where everybody, a day or like 2 days where just about everybody was looking for it. Very seriously.
There is current stuff in the glitch development in Discord about somebody who was messing with some actor names of trying to get like a different value into a different slot and then it would somehow get access to early Hyrule Castle, but I don't know, I kind of just secretly hope it doesn't get found. Just, I don't know. Is that bad?
Well, I think the
I
way
would
that the
too.
Wii memory works is like a little different from how the GameCube memory works, and for some reason Wii has like more potential because I think GameCube crashes more easily or something like that.
I don't know. They both are crash prone
Yeah, for sure.
for silly reasons. Oh, did not do the walkie slashy grabby strat.
Ah.
Alright, let's see how many tries it takes Nimzo to get this.
Was that
key
a
shard.
gold? That was a gold. That could have been just like a 2-second faster gold too if he would have gotten the walkie slashy grabby. Thanks, Glubbers. Alright, key shard. Very nice. Buffers. Very
Is it on
clean.
try
Very
two?
clean. He just needed to maintain his lead there because he can't afford any time loss here. Skyreon proved last time that he can just walk up and just go for it.
Yeah, Dean, do you know how much time parkour saves in the outdoor area?
I heard 4 seconds, but I'm probably just... It's not over 5, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, if you mess it up, it's you've already lost the amount of time you could have gained.
Right, so this guy got third try there, which I think that's about the same amount of time that it took Nimzo to get second try with the setup. So
Yeah, that was really good without any setup. Just going straight for third try, or just going for it 3 times unbuffered.
So he goes 0 to 2 seconds with the way that people be doing it, because it's probably just done for consistency and safety's sake with human movement where the task could just fly. Awesome Dangoyle from Nimzo and Sky seem lightweight. Oh no, the RNG. What is this RNG?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There is a potential that the gate, you could go for a swim before the gate. One of these runners could be just a little too hasty. Take a dip.
I don't know. I mean, Nimzo doesn't go for parkour, so I don't think that's super likely. But... Yeah, and unfortunately for Sky, there's not a lot of places where Nimzo can still lose time. Like, Virus is pretty much just an auto-scroller.
Yeah.
The second half here is just rolls and just line, and there's not a whole ton of stuff to lose time to. This bow shot right here is pretty, like it can definitely be something that Sky is losing a little bit of seconds to.
Yeah, Nimzo had like the exact same. It didn't happen though.
Very clean shot, I believe, for Nimzo. Like he rolls back from the statue one roll and then like immediately pulls bow to go for it. This is the only key shard that actually matters too from the flags checks. When you have that key shard, you have the boss key.
Yeah, the game has a tendency to like only check for the last thing out of a bunch of collectibles. Like it does the same thing with the mirror shards as well, and the fuse shatters.
That's crazy, dude. They're just like, but you know what they did? They did not put a working loading zone behind the boss door. That's what they didn't do.
That's right.
Like, they're just like, nah, we can't have people potentially getting in there early.
Just the one working loading zone.
That's right. And of course we can clip through into that one.
Very, 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 very thankful that of all the boss keys we cannot skip, it is Lake Bed. Like every other boss key is actually pretty just not that out of the way.
Yeah, I don't even remember where the lake bed boss key is, honestly. Like, I have not
It's
played
in
this game
some
casually
room
in
way
like
off.
10 years.
Yeah, you have to go through
Wait.
several rooms and like I don't know.
A
There's like an
maze.
underwater maze. You have to blow up a bunch of rocks.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh, wait, I remember it now. I remember it. Oh, man.
Cool parkour, let's go.
Skyreon's parkour is really good here.
Very nice.
It was great in the last run as well.
And he immediately does like a down, like angle jump there. Very, very clean parkour, actually. Ooh, the bomb barrel almost got him there.
That's always such a tense part to run through because no matter what, you're going to be barely dodging arrows and explosions pretty much.
Alright, let's get a good jump down. Very nice, very clean.
No bonk that time.
Gosh, that time is so fast. Entering that boss door.
I'm gonna start doing Goron Mines RTA. This just looks like too much fun.
It's honestly a really fun category to just, you know, it's an hour long.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
It keeps you fresh, like it's something to work for.
that's the reason that I liked running Luigi's Mansion so much. The first one was because it was just like an hour-long game. I could bust out 3 of those in an afternoon, you know, and just kind of chill out for 5 minutes between them, and it would still be, at least back then, it would still be like shorter than doing one Twilight Princess run.
Well, Nimzo has beaten Fires, I think. So
That is basically GG, assuming that he gets to the portal correctly.
Yeah, but
maybe
we know
he'll
how
like
quick I
just
can be.
he'll just
Yeah,
throw
but that-
and like wait there for a minute so that there can be a match 3.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be just something?
That was a really close race, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo really brought it back. How much time did
He lost about a minute, I
a
think.
minute and 20.
Yeah.
Something like just under a minute 20 seconds to Bo, so that almost tied him up perfectly.
Though Nimzo is kind of, look,
Nimzo's pretty cracked. I'm not gonna lie. That's a GG. Well, it's good, honestly, maybe that Nimzo might be winning the Japanese copy because it seems like he doesn't have one. He's gonna wake up Darbus.
This. Oh yeah.
Get Darbus awake, make sure he's all good.
58:34 to 59:01.
Let's go. Very nice. 2 very quick runs right back to
Yeah.
back.
Less than a 30-second difference. That entire 37-second difference though was
Post-bow.
Skyreon. Yeah, was post-bow and Skyreon getting
Pretty much
kind of
early
the
elevator.
Early elevator. Yeah.
Yep.
If early elevator wasn't in the mix the way it was, if Sky had just gotten it first try, then it absolutely no idea.
Would have been a lot tighter, yeah. It would have been a nail biter all the way up to the very end. Oof. Amazing.
We could see these guys again in however long for grand finals. I don't know how long that'll be. Maybe a couple weeks or so. But Skyreon's gonna have to play G's now, I think.
G's has been getting low 57s, right? Or mid 56, I think. He's definitely gonna be a good contender as well. So really excited to be able to see that soon.
Yo,
Hey Sky, how's it going?
I'm doing
How you
alright.
feeling?
What about you?
I woke up and
Hugo.
commentated Twilight Princess, so it was great.
Sounds like a good
Let's
way to
not
make
talk
money.
about Hugo because Hugo's just being mean today. But the
Well,
gameplay, your Pharaon, everything else, oh my gosh, top
well,
tier.
the Hugo thing, like, it's all my fault. I just went for, especially the second race, the first attempt, I went for, like he didn't swing at all, and I just got to push him super easily. He was, like, super idle animation. So I was like, oh, this is going to be a really nice one, and then he swung just when I wanted him to swing. But I wasn't, like, really ready to do the inputs, and I ended up sliding for, like, probably just 1 frame too long. And the first race, I don't even remember what I did wrong there, but I think the angle was pretty trash. Probably also slid for too long. Just kind
So
of rushing
Sky,
it.
I have to know, did you bribe Mayor Bo during that second race?
That was awesome.
I did not expect to get like good bow twice in a row, so that was interesting.
Oh, did you see what happened with Nimzo on Bo, the second one?
Yeah, I did actually peek during like my running forward segment there to Bo. Saw that he got slapped around a bit,
Yeah.
He definitely got slapped around a bit.
but then I didn't know what was going on until the end.
Early elevator, and then just Nimzo just absolutely cleaned up the Goron lines really tight. Like both of your movements were just, he just has a couple strats like the risky but to no time save, and then he does frog boost through the lava jet in the first room. Just a couple optimizations here and there.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed at myself for not doing the jump slash to save that risky but time saver to know it saves 4 seconds only thing that happened in the first race. Because I was early with the jump, but if I just would have done a jump slash, I would have delayed my air time a little bit, and I could have saved it. I didn't react fast enough.
That's really unfortunate that there's not like grabbing collision on that or something that would have worked either. It's just because I did that in my race with G's too. Fell right there because I jumped into the spinning thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nimzo is amazing. Like when you get a any percent world record holder, like previously world record holder, to run this category, it's like I'm not surprised whatsoever. I expected to get rolled, and I got rolled.
I was just thinking to myself, I would love to know. I would just like to see him in a practice session. Like how does he approach this stuff? Because he just gets things so down
Yeah.
so quickly. Like the efficiency is awesome.
And that's like part of the first sword and shield skip in the first race. I was like, okay, Nimzo's roll, like his rolls and his movement are like so good that I need to make sure that I don't spend too long doing sword and shield skip. Whereas normally for races, I like to take my time to make sure I get one that I really like. And I was thinking in the back of my head, like if I do that, then he's just gonna, win on movement. So I couldn't really do that, but I should have.
I think Nimzo definitely has a lot of understanding with variability because I've seen him do the joystick press, I've seen him do neutral and like slides, and seen him go for crazy like way forward and way far back. So he has a really wide variety of positions that work that seem like he's just always ready, it seems like.
Yeah.
But in a race, you really gotta, I don't know, it's like first try, but I lost 30 seconds because I was taking it safe. It's still faster than, It's
Did you
rough.
guys catch the
Yeah.
the midnight tech skip in the second race where I did a first frame roll forward instead of backflip because I was forgetting to hold control stick down, and then I realized last second, but not fast enough.
Where at?
Like the
did catch
midnight
that.
tech skip after the Twilight.
Oh, you just got the roll forward?
I got the roll forward, yeah.
Oh.
That's an interesting way to fail it. Yeah, but GG's. Guess I'll be facing off G's in the losers finals.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? You feeling good about that?
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. G's is really fun to play against. His movement is
Yeah.
also really good, and doing so many ILs, he's pretty cracked at Goron mines.
Absolutely. It's about consistency as well too. The ability to get through those lava jets comfortably is really like, I don't know. It's just different. That first room is really rough.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna check out the VOD. Thank you guys for commentating. It was fun to see 3 people commentate. I think that might have been the first race that had more than 2 commentators. So that's cool.
That's good too because we just had like more time to and just more ideas to bounce off because we all have such widely different backgrounds and perspectives towards our approach to this game.
It was a lot of fun. I would like to do it again for future Twilight Princess races.
Heck yeah.
So when is our next race going to be coming up? Which is probably, well, yeah, it has to be losers finals. Skyreon and G's. When is that scheduled to take place?
Well, I think they're gonna have to schedule it, so I don't know if we know yet.
Probably within the week or so,
Yeah, that's
based on how these
yes.
matches have been.
Okay, and where can people find the schedule so they can know when to tune in?
That is a good question. I'm not sure.
I don't know if we have a schedule on the ZSR thing, but we have it like in the TP Discord.
Yeah, I know. There's like a races channel in the TP
Aha,
Discord where
ZSR
it'll like.
bot.
Oh, there
ZSR
you
bot.
go.
Go to that. There we go. Yep, there's
Nice, there it is.
it's the 17th right now. I don't believe we have LavaDash scheduled quite yet. Yeah, not quite yet. But put this on your homepage in your favorites, make the schedule your homepage, and then you can find out when the next ZSR races are, even if it's not Twilight Princess. But LavaDash is really starting to heat up with losers finals and grand
Ooh.
finals right over the horizon. So I hope to see everybody back here for those races.
Yeah, I hope you all are fired up for the rest of this LavaDash.
I'm excited to watch the grand finals of the Redemption bracket. Zimikins versus Fernan Legacy.
Oh yeah, when is that? Is that like early next week or something?
Last I heard was like a couple days ago. He said that they hadn't scheduled, but maybe they have scheduled
Oh,
since then.
okay. I must have been thinking about another race from earlier.
Yeah, at the moment it's not on the ZSR schedule. Not scheduled yet, says Simi. All right, well, I'm going to take my leave. It was a lot of fun commentating. I hope I can come back for the next two sets.
Yeah, definitely. This was super fun.
Absolutely.
All
And
right.
that's my cue to
See
take it
y'all
away.
later.
Thank you all so much for commentating. Thank you, Skyreon and Nimzo, for putting on a heck of a show today. And thank you all in chat for watching. I would say let's take a quick look at the schedule. What's next on Zelda Speedruns? Looks like we have at 10:30 p.m. UTC, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Link to the Past, No Major Glitches, Season 3, the Tower of Hera Division 3 division in the league coming up on Zelda Speedruns. So that is in just about a little over an hour. In the meantime, though, let's go lose ourselves a dimension and get rid of or add a randomizer to the game, and let's get to watching some Link to the Past randomizer on Zelda Speedruns 2, where it's the Survivors of Hyrule tournament going on. Again, thank you all for watching. We shall see you soon.